I'm Sarah Edwards. This is my video for my application for CarePartners Hospice and Palliative Care in North Carolina. What sparked my interest in hospice in general was my practicum junior year. It was my first practicum, so I was nervous, I was limited on some of my musical skills. I'm a vocalist, so I came in as a singer and nothing else. But I quickly was able to pick up guitar, and I had some great professors, and so piano and guitar, I was able to meet proficiency, and it was exciting to be able to be using that for some of the first times in front of people and with people and clients and patients, with my professor there to support me. But anyways, I was interested in CarePartners whenever I talked to my professors, and they told me a little bit about that in Asheville, but then I believed that North Carolina wasn't really an option for a while. So I'm really excited to be able to apply and potentially just have this opportunity to be one of your applicants. But I fell in love with hospice even as my first practicum, and going through all my other practicums, it still really was my favorite, but I feel like I got a small taste and just a little handful of what it really is. Just the concept, the idea behind what hospice really is so broad, and what I loved about that setting was that I got to include families, the family dynamic. You learn so much about a person so fast when they're at that end stage, but also when they're just within an illness and they're fighting off pain, and they're just, some people are more desperate than others just for some pain management and relaxation. They're just very receptive in the moment and just say, please just play something and try to help me. Other people would turn us away, would say, I just want peace and quiet. And so learning how to judge people's body language, read certain things on their charts just medically, and just seeing like, well, maybe here's how we can approach this individual. And oh, there's family in the room. How do we now include the family? Or how do we gently not include them until it's appropriate? And just realizing that it's all about the client and the client's needs in the moment, and there's just really no way that the hospice setting can be about you at all. It's just totally about the patient, and I loved that. And I also loved how diverse a lot of the people that we saw were elderly, and so people already have their views and their spirituality and a lot of things figured out, and some of them don't, and some of them have existential questions that we would guide them to the chaplain or say, you know, that's really not a question for us right now, because we would only come there once a week. But just being able to support people in their beliefs, comforting people with the music, and just seeing like where people are at in life, and just hearing their experiences. And some people, they just wanted to tell us a bunch of stories and just have life review, and then we would play music that went along with that, that reminded them of the 80s or the 70s, or dancing with their wife, and just giving couples a chance to just reminisce on some of their love songs or whatever it was. It was just really awesome. I got to, you know, we dealt with a lot of anxiety and some depression. A lot of it was situational, and some of it, you know, had been there for a while because illness had been there for a while. And, you know, like, people do feel trapped in their own body sometimes at these certain stages and certain ages in life, and where they are in hospice and having to be taken care of. Some people don't like that they even have to be taken care of, and it's just, I could sometimes even relate to these people, and just was able to see like how the music was what created an instant therapeutic relationship between me and the patient, or my client, my professor and the patient, and I was just able to sit back and observe how easily sometimes the music just aided whatever was happening. And nurses, especially at this facility, we were really lucky to have nurses that just knew what we were doing and understood what we were doing, and we got great referrals all the time. And I honestly wish we could have been there longer, or been there an extra day of the week. I think I would have learned so much more. And for the short time that I was there, we saw people in their early 40s to even 100, 101 years old actually. And, you know, mothers, fathers, daughters, brothers, just everybody was a different person with a different story, and I just really enjoyed being able to support them. And also just like kind of from a medical model too. Sometimes we would just play music to help with pain or help with agitation or just assist them in falling asleep. Or, some people, they wanted us to just help them settle their breathing. And even one individual, we were sent in their room to just play to them while they crossed the threshold, as the nurse put it. The individual did not pass away while we were in the room, but they passed away a few hours later. And just kind of coming to terms with what that's a possibility. And to me, it's just kind of this beautiful circle of life. And I love that people would trust us to come into their environment as music therapists or as musicians, and to play with them and play for them, and to write music with them, and to talk about memories with them, and just decrease, their anxieties, or their, improve their mood some way or somehow, and just whatever, goals that there are, that there's an intervention for that. And we use the ukulele, we would use the guitar, we use the cue chord some, the harmonica, the kazoo, did some drumming, definitely. I was really comfortable with that, and some improv. That's really something that I'm comfortable with, it's just improving with patients. And there was just so much that we did in that short amount of time. I'm really excited to possibly, hear back from you guys, and to intern or, be part of what CarePartners Hospice does, and further my knowledge of this population and this, well, not population, but just this entire concept of hospice. And there's so much more to learn about it, and just the healthcare model and setting in general. Thank you. This is going to be Can't Help Falling in Love with You by Elvis. Wise men say only fools rush in, but I can't help falling in love with you. Shall I stay? Would it be a sin if I can't help falling in love with you? Like the river flows surely to the sea, darling, so it goes. Some things are meant to be. Take my hand, take my whole life too, for I can't help falling in love with you. For I can't help falling in love with you. This is going to be Let It Be by the Beatles. When I find myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. And in my hour of darkness, there is still a light that shines on me. Shine until tomorrow, let it be. Next I'm gonna do Don't Worry, Be Happy. It's in Bob Marley. This piece is called Walls by Jared Espy, and it is a contemporary Christian song. of Amazing Grace.